explanation. Thank you for that. Now it's time to invite on screen the Toastmaster, distinguished Toastmaster, for whom we have been waiting for whom we all are here. And that is none other than distinguished Toastmaster Manju Manohar. We know her as award winning era director, we know her as career coach, we know her as author coach, and what not. We know her as the sponsor of our club. But you know what I adore about her? I know her for her kindness. I am a fan of her art of networking. I have been lucky enough to meet her in Baroda. She had recently come to Baroda and we met, and she told me everything about she had the interaction she had with it was raining heavily, what to do, the interaction she had with the auto wale bhaiya, and that tells me, oh my god, she understands the power of networking, she values it. And she told me what all she learned from him and what all she shared, what, and the journey of half an hour, she told me, it just flew away in five. It felt as if it was just 5 minutes. So that's Manju, distinguished Toastmaster Manju Manohar to me, the champion of networking, the art of networking. So, distinguished Toastmaster Manju, without wasting time, screen is yours. And over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Pinky. I think today it's just a coincidence. I went to the Bank of Baroda and for the KYC, and I saw Sayaji Rao's, that king of Baroda, right? His photo was there, and I was reminded of Pinky. And of course, that rainy evening in Baroda. It was raining heavily. And guess what? Eerily enough, just before I started this meeting, I was telling Rita it's raining heavily. I was like, oh, feeling of deja vu. I'm back in Baroda. It's raining heavily. And then we all went to attend the Toastmasters meeting also in Baroda with Pinky ji. So wonderful memories. And of course, I think Yashraj Singh was also there that day. Yeah, Toastmaster Yashraj, chemical engineering student. Yeah. Hi, Yashraj. Okay. Okay. So wonderful. Sometimes, some events in life are really, really, really unexplainable, or maybe I think the right word would be inexplicable. It's inexplicable. We can't really, there's no rhyme or reason, but things happen. And I think meeting Pinky was one such, experience. And now through her, all of you, it's a huge privilege to be here, part of your meeting, Charismatic Speakers Toastmasters Club. And today I'm going to share my knowledge on evaluation. But of course, all of you present here, including Pinky ji, please feel free to share any more point that I might have missed on. Because I believe that Toastmasters, we do learn on a continual basis. It's perpetual learning throughout the year, right? Throughout the year, we keep learning. And I have seen that sometimes even the newest Toastmaster who just the I'm going to describe what we have learned over the years. Okay, so if there are some more techniques which you have, please feel free to share with us so that we can learn from you as well. So with this, let me share my screen. Hope you can see my screen. How to is the evaluation contest, and let me start off with a question. Should we all give areas of improvement in a speech evaluation? What are your thoughts? Should we give, all the areas of improvement? The question is actually focuses on all. You listen to someone's speech. Should we give all the areas of improvement in a speech evaluation? So let's hear from the audience. Is it yes or no, or maybe a mix of it? Jyoti, Toastmaster Rita, Shruti, you two can start. Let me see what was your answers. Okay, I think you're putting in the chat window, right? Yeah, you're putting in the chat window. Yes, I think a lot of you, Gaurav, Okay, Pinky ji, Jyoti, Shruti. Okay, a lot of you have said no, right? All areas. So I would ask you this question, okay? If you have a baby at your home, or maybe if you have seen a baby in your neighborhood, when it is trying to walk, will its mother call and say, hey, come on, what are you doing? You're not running like Usain Bolt. You're too slow. Is this how you walk? Start running. No, right? You won't give all areas of improvement at one go. So the answer here was simple. We cannot give all areas of improvement. Suppose there are 21 areas of improvement in a speech. You can only give 2 to 3 areas of improvement. Again, if it's an icebreaker speech, if the speaker is comparatively new to Toastmasters, we can even give just one area of improvement. Because if you give too much, they can't focus. Like a baby trying to walk, what will you tell the baby if it's trying to fall? You'll say, hold on to the chair, hold on to the sofa, right? Come on, hold on to my hand. You'll just give one area of improvement, correct? Walking style, everything you will give later, correct? You will not give all areas of improvement. Okay, so the answer was yes. Answer was no. Okay, we won't give all areas of improvement in a speech contest or even to a speaker. The next question is, what kind of impact would an evaluation have? Now, this is a very hypothetical question, right? You may ask me, how do I know what kind of evaluation is given? I'm just saying, what all kinds of impact can an evaluation have? For example, can it demotivate the speaker? If someone gives an evaluation, can it demotivate the speaker? Yeah, Jyoti is nodding her head. Yeah. Even I had seen, I had seen a person, someone gave a new person a lot of improvements. Okay. Uh, After that, and they did not smile also while telling the positives. After that session, that person said, I had enough of Toastmasters. I am not renewing. Tata bye bye, never came back. Okay. So because that person got really hurt. Okay. So sometimes it can demotivate the speaker. The power of words. Words are extremely powerful. Like I think in Hindi, there's a saying, right? Uh, like the words that which flow out of your mouth and the tir, that is the arrow which has left the bow. These are both cannot be taken back. Same way, when you are an evaluator, you're giving feedback. You have the power to hurt. You have the power to even cause irreparable damage to their confidence. So remember your power, and you can also have positive impacts like make them feel more motivated, share with them how to improve. Should you give an evaluation like this? Yes, how to improve. You just say, okay, improve eye contact. Now, how will Shruti improve her eye contact? She's smiling. Okay, Shruti. So I would say, Shruti, you can put a sticker on your laptop near your camera and you'll say, look here. Or, you put a smiley there. So whenever you see the stickers, Shruti will be like, okay, I have to look at that smiley sticker, right? Then she will remember. Otherwise, she'll look down. Okay. So share with them how to improve. And then, of course, next one is have a mix of what you liked about the speech and what are the areas they could have improved upon. Which one of these is the best option? It's a quiz for you. A, B, C, or D. Let's see how charismatic response. Yeah. Yeah, Gaurav is mentioning that an evaluation can be life-changing. Absolutely, Gaurav. Life-changing. It can make or break a person. Yes. Fantastic. I see Nafisa Lokandwala, mentor. Oh, she has mentioned D. Moderator Pinky Ji has mentioned D. Yes, Gaurav guessed option D. Timer Suti Prakash looking into the eye, into the camera with a smile, responding with option D. Superb. Okay. Sarathi, okay, he too has mentioned option D from Infosys Schulz Toastmasters Club. Fantastic. All of you got the answer right. You are brilliant. So I can go home now. No need of session. Okay. So let me share some more, okay? Because there's some more things which we can discuss. And of course, if you have better ideas, you can also share. Okay, let's move on to this one. When you say evaluations, no, the number one mistake people make is when you hear, suppose Rita is speaking about summer vacation. She used to go to her granny's place, grandma's place, have lots of, mango, and then she used to have lassi, all those things she's describing. Now, the number one mistake an evaluator usually does, especially an inexperienced Toastmaster does is, they will say, yeah, it reminded me of my summer vacation. That line is okay. After that, they will start telling about their vacation. I went, 10 years back. That time my mother made this lassi, my grandmother made that one. We made mango pickle, mango achar. Remember, the focus should always be on the speaker, even if it is a contest or otherwise. Even if it is a club meeting, remember the focus should be on the speaker and not you. So if you want to share your summer vacation experiences, you can always say in one line, it really reminded me of my own beautiful summer vacations at my grandma's place. Okay, that is fine. Beyond that, remember, you can give your own prepared speech about your summer vacation separate or on a separate day at a different time. Okay, focus on the speaker, not on yourself. So that's number one mistake most contestants make. The second one is to evaluate the speech and not the person. Evaluate the speech and not the person. Now, this same thing is applicable if you're a manager also. If you're doing an appraisal for your employee, don't say that you're not judging that person. You're only looking at their work. Similarly, here it's only the speech. You cannot tell, suppose, I give a speech about vegetarian food. Now you cannot do personal attack saying you, or if I say, non-vegetarian is the best food in the world. Suppose that is a speaker's thing. Now you cannot have personal attacks going on as an evaluator. Even if you disagree on that topic, you have to evaluate the speech alone. Okay. So that these are two important aspects. So that means you will have to separate your own emotions from the speech. Maybe you don't agree. Someone says, parents should not teach children till they are 10 years old. They should be left free. Left free. You should not help with homework. Now, Pinky ji is smiling because probably her papa, mummy might have helped with homework. My papa helped. Okay, maybe, your mummy might have said, no, no, first do homework, then you can play. Now, you might think that learning multiplication table during primary was essential for your success also. But that speaker, maybe Jyoti, let me take Jyoti's name. Jyoti is telling, no, 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 let's not teach anything to children till they are 10 years old. We may say it's too late, but even if we don't agree with the topic on hand, remember to separate your emotions from that. Don't attack the person. Only look at the speech, how they are delivering. Even if you don't agree with their views, don't attack that part. Okay, see if they are logically building up their reason. Suppose, Jyoti says, okay, I just believe that we should do. Then she's not having any logical basis on which she's putting that hypothesis or that theory. In that case, what we can do is, we will need to have some logical transitions. Maybe she can say, I have seen research. 15% of the people, or 95% of the people who were left free did well. Or Steve Jobs was like this, Einstein was like this, etc., etc. So I think that all children should be. There should be some reasoning. Okay. Now let's look at this. Why do we need evaluation? Some of you might know about this. It's called Johari window. Johari window is like, there is some part of yourself which is known to others but not known to you. Can you see that? It's called blind spot. Do you see that? There is something called blind spot in this window. You don't need to know all other parts, just blind spot. So as an evaluator, what we are trying to help them is, suppose they do not know and we are observing something, let us bring it to their notice. That's all. Okay, we are trying to bring it to their notice. There will be some things which we also may not observe. They also may not be aware. That will still remain unknown. Okay. So now we'll move on to the evaluation contest. So in an evaluation contest, always remember, any evaluation as per the Toastmasters principle of, we have these 4 core values. Can you tell me what are the 4 core values other than Pinky, other than Rita, other than maybe Vijayata and EXCOM members, others can answer. Because these EXCOM members would know, and of course, founder Pinky will know. What are the 4 core values of Toastmasters? Okay, yeah. Service excellence, that's right, Sarthi. Service excellence, integrity, and respect. Okay, so now remember there is respect in that. So always remember to respect the speaker while you give the feedback. Respect the speaker. You are not a superior, you're only a peer. It's evaluation is by a peer. Okay, so respect is the fundamental value in Toastmasters. So we will always evaluate to motivate, and we can give positives, like say 3 unique points with examples in a speech. For example, let's take the speech of Rita itself. We were just telling Rita went to her native place, and then she had lassi, she had a lot of mangoes, she had a lot of fun and frolic. Okay, it was an unforgettable trip to her grandma's village. And then they went to visit a waterfall. So we can tell what were the 3 positives which I liked in that speech. For example, when you spoke about the lassi, where you said, lassi, have fun with lassi. We had fun and frolic. You played with words, fun and frolic, alliteration. So you can give some examples and say, I like the word, the way you used to words. You can also say, I like the way you opened your speech with that fantastic quote from Abdul Kalam. If you want to shine like the sun, first learn to burn like the sun. You started like that. And then you went to summer, right? So I like the way you started your speech. So 3 unique points. You cannot just say you had a wonderful opening. You have to tell what was the opening. I like the way you asked the audience, how many of you had fun at your grandma's place or grandpa's place during summer vacations? Raise your hands. Now you asked engaging questions to the audience. So you will have to give examples of what you liked about the speech. Next, you will go with areas of improvement, which will be unique ones, and you will have to illustrate. For example, I told Shruti, you have to improve your eye contact, but she doesn't know in virtual world how to improve her eye contact. It's a little confusing. So that is why I gave her specific feedback. You can put a smiley sticky near your camera stating, okay, look here. So that whenever you see that, you feel like smiling. And you will know that this is where I have to focus. Otherwise, unknowingly, her eyes will drift downwards. Okay, so you have to illustrate, you have to show them what is done, what is to be done. Again, if you have to use, if you say you could have used hand gestures. If you yourself are standing like this and saying, that's not enough. You have to tell, when you were telling about, the thief started chasing us, right? At that point of time, you could widen your eyebrows like this. The thief started chasing us, to show the fear, and the hands, your hands were trembling. So the thief started chasing us. So you can show some actions with hands and also your eyes and eyebrows. You can illustrate what all they could do. You can suggest to them. Okay. And the last part of evaluation contest is you can summarize to motivate. Now, this is something most of the first-time contestants miss out on. Okay. Usually, they will do all the first 3 things correctly. They will tell positives, they will tell areas of improvement, and then they'll say, so over to the contest master. No, you'll have to say to summarize. Again, you'll have to tell all the 3 positives. You had a wonderful opening with a great quote. You had great connect with the audience with those questions. You also had a very good vocal variety. Now, coming to areas of improvement, if you could improve upon the eye contact by focusing on the camera, and if you can look at the gestures when you are narrating a story, then your speech would be even more effective, and we would absolutely love to see you become a speech champion, maybe even at the world level next time, something like that, to motivate them. Okay, so summarizing has to be done. Now we will look at something which is known as be specific. Specific means whenever you give area of improvement, when you say hand gestures, they don't know where all I can put hand gestures. So you have to really tell them. Okay, or if you say you could include dialogues. Now, if you tell this to RK, right, RK will say where to put dialogues. Then you can show. You can have a dialogue between your granny and you. Grandma is calling you. Rita, come, have this mango lassi. I just made it for you. Not now, Granny. I'm just going out for a swim. No, no, have the lassi, then go for a swim. Now, when you show this dialogue, it will make the story more engaging, right? So if you show this, then they will understand. So show and illustrate where all they can use dialogues, where all they can use. If you're using stage movement also, show them how you can use the stage movement. Okay. Just don't say stage movement, vocal variety. Vocal variety also you'll have to show. My granny died 2 years back. Today is her death anniversary. So then your voice could dip. So you should show them that. If you just say improve on vocal variety, stage movement, it's not going to help them. You have to be very specific where you should dip your voice, where to increase. And of course, to summarize, you should always have credibility. Credibility means it comes only by giving the truth. So there is a successful club series. There is a manual on Toastmasters website. I will probably share with Rita so that she can also share with you. Okay. So that evaluatability, they always say, be genuine. Okay. But at the same time, remember, like your mother did with you, when you try to walk for the first time, don't give all areas of improvement because the child will think, oh my God, I can't do this. I can't do this. Okay, my mom will expect hold hold one glass and then walk. Hold one apple and walk. Not possible. I can't walk. I'll go back to my crawling only. Got it? So don't overload them with lots of areas of improvement. Many good evaluators, what they use is 3:2. 3 positives, 2 areas of improvement, especially for a contest. 3:2. Will you remember that? 3 by 2. Okay. 3, not soup. Okay. We're not dividing the soup 3 by 2 and all. Remember 3 positives and 2 areas of improvement. It's not negative because it's only in my opinion. And again, you can say statements like I like that part where you said granny is giving you lassi. It reminded me of you cannot say we. Maybe others didn't drink lassi. Others' grandma did not give them lassi, maybe. So you have to say I, okay? I statements. What I like the most, I loved, it should be all like that, okay? And avoid contradictions because sometimes in a contest we see, first they will say you had great vocal variety. But in area of improvement, they'll say, when your grandmother died, your voice should have dipped. So how can vocal variety be in both commendations and recommendations? Commendations means positives. Recommendations is areas of improvement. You cannot have both. Okay. So now come simple steps. Simple steps again to summarize. Remember, give strengths. 3S. Okay. Strengths of the person. Then you have to summarize. Okay. I missed one. That is area of improvement. Okay. There is area of strengths. Specific area of improvement. This is a mistake here. I will change it. Strengths, specific area of improvement, and then summarize. Know your judging criteria, and then most important one, you should have a rough draft of your speech points. So how many of you write notes about the speech? How many of you take notes about the speech? I know Pinky would do. Yes, I know that. Other than Pinky, I would suggest please have pencil, pen, etc. near you. And for evaluation contest, anyway, you'll be given evaluation notes or empty sheets also you can take printout, keep at home. There's something called evaluation note itself, which usually the essay will give to you. Okay. If not at your home, take printouts. And as you listen to the speaker, keep taking notes. How do you take notes? Now that I would leave to you. If I were a contestant, how I would take notes is, I would say Rita hyphen summer vacation. Okay, I'll type in the chat window so that it may be easier for you. I will write something like this. Rita summer vacation. I may even put VACN because there's no time to write VACATION and all. Vacation. Then I'll put lassi. Then what was that? Mango. Then there is a dialogue, right? Dialogue between her, between Rita R and her grandma. Grandma, right? Grandma. Dialogue like that. The whole speech I take notes on. If there is a quote by Kalam she used to know, I will say Kalam quote. Okay, sun, burn. Okay, shine, something. So that I remember, oh, there was a quote. If I can't remember the quote, better to write down the entire quote itself. If not, at least during your evaluation, you can at least tell there is a wonderful quote by Kalam related to sun, which you had used, which was really, really powerful. If you can't remember the exact words, sometimes they speak so fast, right? They speak so fast, we can't capture that. Okay, so writing notes is really, really important. And after writing notes, now you have to divide it into 3S, which is first one is strengths, second one is specific areas of improvement, okay, and the last is summarizing. And you can also add, how will I start the speech? How will I end the speech? For example, should I start the speech with Kalam's quote itself? Or should I end the speech with Kalam's quote? Maybe you could. You could listen to what she used. From that, you can always, take some lines and use. Like Rita said, let's all have this summer vacation and then, uh, all play and all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy or something like that, right? So if she has used it, use the same. Okay. So now let me go on to the next slide. This is extremely important. This most of the contestants don't do, but all the winners, because I've been judged for district level, most of the winners, they know this ballot by heart. They know this by heart. Okay, seriously, I'm saying they know it by heart. So evaluation contest, if you just see, because for any exam, if you're going to write NEET exam or IIT exam, or if you're going to write any entrance exam or school exam, you'll know the syllabus, right? You'll know what is the marking criteria, right? This is nothing but the marking criteria, judging criteria. Okay, so before you take part in a contest, look at my contest, evaluation contest. How will I be rated? Am I given, if I use say I'm using a prop like this, okay? I'm using one, some object like this. Is there any points which I will get by using this? Nothing. Because if you see the judging criteria, it just says 40 marks for analytical quality, 30 marks for recommendations, 15 marks for technique, 15 marks for summation. You remember I told you summarize. If you summarize, you get 15 marks. If you miss summarizing, you get 0 out of 15. Got it? Okay, so analytical quality for 40, recommendations 30, technique. Technique means you cannot tell, first you cannot say, one line of positive, then area of improvement. That's not allowed. That's not correct in Toastmasters contest. So if you use it, you will lose marks. For example, in school and all, teachers do that. Jyoti, your opening was good, but you made a grammar mistake. Teachers do that, but they'll say, never do that, okay? Never mix positive and negative. Only positives first, 3 positives, 2 areas of improvement. Don't exceed that, only 2. So that means if you got 21 areas of improvement, choose the most important 2. Okay. Now, how to choose? That is where the next ballot comes. If you see here, you see judges guide and ballot here. Do you see that? International speech contest. Do you see this? Right side? Yeah. Now, if you see there is something called as content 50, delivery 30, language 20. Do you see that? It's written in vertical manner. Are you able to see that? Content 50. Are you able to see that? Content 50, delivery 30, language 20. It's a test of your observation skills. Jyoti, were you able to spot that? Okay, fantastic. Okay, so content is 50. Okay, it's not language that matters. Language is having only 20. That means if there are a lot of grammatical errors, you can reduce only maximum of 20 marks. Okay, but if they have a very good opening, very good body, logical transition, excellent conclusion, they can still win. Okay, so content part, speech development, effectiveness, speech value. So here I will share something in the chat window, which might help you in remembering the same. Okay, so usually I do this. It is, can you see the chat window? So after speech, right? You have development. it will just appear, okay? Can you see this? Speech DEV. Speech DEV. Dev. Okay. Development. E for effectiveness. V for value. 50 points. Got it? Now you have PVM. Okay. Which is 30 points. PVM and AC is 20 points. If you can remember these acronyms, right? Speech Dev, PVM, AC. So what you do, while you listen to the speech itself, start marking on your paper, which could be the area of improvement.